Hi, everyone. Let's see. Can everyone hear us? Monica, you're mute. I can see that.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. From the audience, there's still people joining in.
And very important, can they see us? If you cannot,
Yeah. Can
just
you
chat.
Yeah, just write in the chat if you can see us and hear us well. Okay, there's a few replies coming in. Okay, let's just wait a few minutes, 1 or 2 minutes, until everyone has joined. In the meantime, I see everyone saying hello from different countries and states and cities. Let's see, Denmark. We're neighbors. So I'm tuning in from Sweden. Let's see. Let's see. Just checking here. Can we start the presentation, Monica, just to get the slide up, the first one?
Yes.
There we go. There's a few from South Africa. We're in the same time zone. Finland, also a neighbor to Sweden. And Natalia from Spain, going to Valencia in 2 months. So looking forward to that. Hot and amazing weather. That's why I'm going in September. I think it's a little bit too hot right now to go there. So from everyone tuning in so far, is this your first webinar you're joining, or because this is, I think, our third webinar? Correct me if I'm wrong, Monica. I think this is the third one.
It's our fourth, actually.
The fourth one. Okay. Is this the first webinar that everyone that is in here now? Is this your first webinar that you have joined with BrandsGateway? Okay, a lot of first time. Okay.
Nice.
Perfect. Well, I hope you're gonna enjoy it. Just so you know that this is recorded, so everyone is gonna get a recorded version of this afterwards. And in the meantime, please do feel free to ask questions as I'm going through the slides and presenting a little bit. We're gonna have a Q&A session towards the end. From the previous webinars, I think the audience preferred the Q&A session, so I'm gonna go through the slides and then I will try my best to answer all the questions. It usually lasts 30 minutes, 45 minutes. I'm not able to answer all the questions because there's too many of them, but please feel free to ask all the questions. And then we're gonna have some polls, right, Monica? We're gonna have like 2 or 3 polls.
Yeah, we have 2 polls.
Okay. And the polls are pretty much just questions for us asking you, and that's for more for our internal reasons there. Okay, Jude, the sound isn't very good. I can't hear you. What's happening now? Can everyone else? Because now we got 2 individuals saying that they can't hear us. How's it going for everyone else? The sound is perfect. I can hear you.
I can hear you on mic, yeah.
Can you hear me good?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Maybe it's the connection. Some glitch in the connection.
Let's do it like this. Let me try to take out my AirPods and let's see if this helps.
No, we can't hear you, Mike. Nope. You should have just leave the AirPods on. He's going to try to fix it now. Just bear with us a moment. Sorry about this. You can hear me, but you cannot hear Mike probably. They can hear me, but not you, Mike, probably. Okay. Now
How
I
about
can
now?
hear you. Yes.
Good. Okay, good. Okay, let's start it up before I screw something up again.
Okay. I'll push the chat to private so you guys can ask any questions that you think at any time. In the meantime, before starting, I'll just introduce shortly myself. I'm Monica and I work at BrandsGateway together with Mike. So I'll be hosting the event and helping Mike with the side technical stuff. So thank you for joining. Shortly, I'll just go through the agenda. I'll let Mike introduce himself, and then he's gonna go over the whole Brands Gateway, how to get started, and all like these details. And then we're gonna go to the Q&A session and let you actually answer the questions that you're gonna ask in the meantime. So that's it. As Mike said, you're gonna get a recording from the webinar in the email tomorrow. So yeah, let's kick off. Mike.
Let's get it rolling. Yeah. So, yeah, my name is Michael. I am the CEO and founder of Brands Gateway. I'm actually in one of our warehouse locations, partner locations right now. So that's why you see some amazing clothing behind me. But I'll give some examples. But yeah, let's get it going, Monica, so we can get the presentation started.
Okay. You can see the presentation, right?
Okay. Yeah. I think everyone else can as well. Okay, so let's pull out. This is our first poll, by the way. So let's see if we can.
Before we.
Yeah. So
yeah, go.
Yeah, thank you. So this is pretty much a poll to know which stage everyone is on during this webinar. So please take a few minutes. We just want to know, okay, are you completely new in dropshipping with where you're trying to get some experience? Are you somewhat of a beginner where you understand the basic concept of dropshipping, but you haven't started the business yet? Or that you're already experienced in e-commerce and have already started your own business, but you're maybe trying to expand it with inventory or whatnot. And advanced is you're pretty much, growing your business and you're looking for new suppliers to add onto it. So yeah, let's see, the answers are coming in here. Okay, so I would say 60-70% are completely new or have the basic understanding. Okay. And if you have any questions throughout, like I said, in general about e-commerce, post them. I'll try my best to answer them as well. So yeah, that gives us a better understanding a little bit. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Let's see, next slide. Okay. So as many of you are here as a first-time attendee on this webinar, what is Brands Gateway really? At the end of the day, we're a sourcing and distribution company, but we focus purely on luxury designer goods. So what is it that we offer? It's right now, as of now, we have 20,000 unique SKUs. And what I mean with SKUs are individual products and that are not including the sizes. So we have 20,000 unique products from 100 different brands, including, here are some of the examples of the brands: Dolce & Gabbana, Coach, Michael Kors, Calvin Klein, Tommy Hilfiger. It's over 100 different brands that we focus on. And this is very rare when it comes to drop shipping in general, because the traditional way of drop shipping has always been low quality goods, for example, from China, whether it's from AliExpress or other applications that you can find on Shopify or WooCommerce and so on. Our main focus is high-end fashion or medium-end fashion with high profit margins, because our dropship partners get the exact same discount as our wholesale partners as well. So what are some of the benefits with partnering with us? Is with dropshipping in general, it's a pretty low risk investment, because one of the things that you don't have to worry about is obviously warehousing, staff, logistic partnerships. But the main one is obviously also buying the inventory up front. So you don't buy the inventory until you actually have sold it through either your Shopify store or through a third-party marketplace. So it's a very low risk investment on that. Logistics, we handle all the logistics for you. So whether you are, I saw some people here from Denmark, you can be located in Denmark, but you could be selling your running your business in the US, for example. You can have a Shopify store targeting the US clients, and we will be shipping the goods on the behalf for you. So we will be shipping to the US, even though you're located in Denmark. And we offer worldwide shipping with FedEx and DHL. The average delivery time within the EU, I would say, is 3 days, 1 to 3 days. DHL, 1 to 2 days. FedEx, 3 days. Outside of the EU, anywhere from 3 to 5 days in average. And you always get a tracking number so that you can track all the packages online. We are a company that is very focused on partnerships. So, we try our best to guide you step by step. One of the things that we offer are one-on-one brainstorming sessions. So once you have finished once you have signed up to our dropshipping service and you feel comfortable with your online store, whether it's on Shopify, WooCommerce, Wix, you can book a one-on-one brainstorming session with us. We'll go through your website, give you some feedback on it, whether it's something that you're missing or there's something that isn't working. We usually test it a little bit as well. Before this webinar, we had a brainstorming session where we found out that the checkout page wasn't working. Literally people couldn't check out. So, things like that. Another thing that is included in our service are premium marketing material. So we provide you the videos and images that you can use for marketing, whether it's on TikTok, Instagram, or your homepage. And then obviously, we've also focused quite a lot on sourcing new brands and collections and categories for all our partners. One of the latest brands that now it's not available on BrandsGateway just yet. It's going to be in about, I would say, 2 or 3 weeks, is this amazing brand, Prada. So we have around, I think, 600-700 pairs of shoes that are going to be soon available for you to resell. And then we're going to be expanding the categories in that brand as well. But an average 500-600 new arrivals every single week. So that will give your business always new products to promote and entertain your customers with. So those are just a few benefits. Let's talk a little bit more about how do you actually make money working with us. And I was planning on sharing my screen here. Let me see if this is doable. So bear with me for a second. Okay, there we go. Can everyone, just a few people say good if you can share, if you can see my screen?
I can see it, Mike.
You can see it? Okay, everyone is saying good. Perfect. Thank you, Daniel, Eleanor. Thank you. So this is, as many of you guys probably already visited the website, this is our homepage. I chose a product from this warehouse as an example. So I'm going to take this product as an example. Here we have it right here. And usually from the webinars, they ask, okay, what does it come with and how do we package it? So this is the original, obviously the original Dolce & Gabbana box. The dust bag for each pair of shoes. There are the amazing models here that you can see on the screen. On the screen here, it shows that it's the retail price is 800 euros. The BrandsGateway price is 225. You can convert it, I think, here, if I just switch it really quick to US dollars. So, because I saw that some people were from the US. It comes with original tags and everything as well. So exactly like if you would buy it from the retail store. So let me just close this up here. So now this is specifically the NS1 collection from D&G. So let's try, this is one of our drop shippers that our Shopify partners have created. I will go through that at a later stage, but let's copy the SKU. So the way you pretty much make a profit is by adding a markup on top of the BrandsGateway price. So for example, we would be selling it to you for $247. On your Shopify store, you add a markup. The average markup is 1.9 to 2.3, 2.4. So you would sell it for 478. That's how much you would receive from your customers. You pay us the 247, and then you pretty much keep the difference. So in this example, it would be $230 for those one pair of shoes. And keep in mind, you're still 50%, almost 50% below the actual retail price. Some drop shippers, they decide would probably try to sell it at close to 600. So, but the margins are totally up to you, but we suggest at least a 1.9. And then you can do research on, what is that marketplace called in the US? I think it's called Poshmark. Here we go. So let me just see if they have any of these NS1 sneakers. Okay, here we go. Here they're selling it for 720, 680. So these ones here, you can actually make around close to $400 on Poshmark. I think Poshmark is just for European. No, for US sellers. So I'm not sure if European sellers are allowed to sell there. But if we take Amazon, for example, sneaker. I'm not sure what pops up here now. No, they actually are, they're not uploaded. So that's also a great potential. These, a lot of these models that we have are actually not, being sold on Amazon. And then there's thousands of different marketplaces. So don't hold me to it just to these two marketplaces. In Denmark or in Europe, I know Minto is very popular as well. But I think this one is actually from us. Let's just check it. All right, so yeah, as you can see here, they're being sold on, we're selling them for $357, and they're being sold on Amazon for $672. So what is that, $320 difference on, and then Amazon takes, I think, 15% commission, which still leaves you, close to like $280 profit on that. So that's pretty much how the business model works. You add the markup on top of the BrandsGateway price, you do the selling, and then we make sure that we ship it to your end customer. Deborah, just to confirm here, because she's asking a question here that I just want to clarify, everything that is offered on BrandsGateway is 100% authentic. Let's continue. Monica, can you get up the presentation again? Sorry. Thank you. So if you have any questions about on the markup and the margins and so on, just post them there. I will show you how to install a Shopify plugin shortly. Another important factor that we believe in is automation, because we know how much work it is to handle an e-commerce business and managing the inventory. So what we have done is developed our own integrations to Shopify, WooCommerce, Wix, and Shift4Shop. So it's extremely simple to import the products. Everything is in real time synchronized, meaning that if an item is, for example, out of stock by us, it will change that on your Shopify store as well, or your WooCommerce store. And also on the CSV file, if you prefer to work with CSV files, all the inventory is in real time synchronized. It's extremely easy to import the products. I'm going to go through that I think on the next slide. It's automatic order placement, so meaning that once you have received an order, it's automatically forwarded to us. Let me just share my screen again. I can show you the following steps just to show how simple it is. So once you have sold something on your e-commerce store, that information is pushed forward to us, so we know what you have sold and where it needs to be shipped to. All you need to do is click on your dashboard. You'll see the drop shipping. Oh no, sorry. You have to click on orders. And then you'll see the order ID, and then you're going to see the pay button right here, or the finalize button. You click on that, and that will send you to the checkout. As soon as we receive the payment, we'll have it shipped out within 1 or 2 days. Another thing I wanted to show is right now, for many of you here, this area is locked. But once you have signed up to our service, all of this will be unlocked for you, where you will have access to the marketing resources. So there's some PDF files, ebooks about marketing, about social media design templates. What's most important is also the premium content, as I mentioned, what we provide to you. The photos are updated every 2 weeks. So here you will have amazing photos. Let me see what the latest ones are. Yeah, so here are these photos you can use freely, whether it's on your homepage, banners, or if you want to use it for social media ads and whatnot. And the same thing goes for the videos. Here, we try to update them regularly, but let's say, so you can use this for TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. And this is pretty much how a video would look. And there are different types of videos. Let's see, let me stop sharing my screen again. Sorry, Monica, can you get the presentation up? Okay, perfect. And the currency converter is pretty straightforward. Whether let's say all the prices are in euros, but through the plugin, if you're located in the US or Australia or South Africa, wherever you are, you select the currency you want to trade in or sell in, and it will convert it automatically for you. Let's see. And then we have another poll here. I wanted to get, I'm sure that many of you have heard about ChatGPT on the news. So I wanted to see if everyone here is using ChatGPT, whether if it's work related or personal. Just want to know if, okay. So many of you are already, okay, so it's 50-50 almost. People were using it for work and others are aware of it, but are not using it as much. Okay. So 37% are using it for work, 18% are using it for personal use, and then 34% are familiar with it, but are not using it. So I wanted to go through a little bit on how this, I guess, service has changed the way how you can run your e-commerce business, because now it's never been as easy as it is today because of ChatGPT. Because one of the biggest obstacles that our dropshippers usually had was, oh, how do I create the About Us page? That maybe the language was a barrier, or they maybe weren't creative enough, or there could be a million reasons. And now thanks to ChatGPT, that really solves the problem, as well as research, running Facebook ads or Google ads and so on. Let's see, I was gonna Can we go to the next slide? I think that the next one is, yeah. I'm going to give some examples on how you can use ChatGPT for your dropshipping business. But this is just the icing on the, how do you usually say that, Monica? The tip of the iceberg, I guess, what I'm presenting to you. Do your research online, Google what are the best ChatGPT prompts for marketing, for Shopify, what you have. So really do your research on that as well. But I was gonna share my screen here. So here I did a little bit, just a little bit before the webinar. So here I asked it to create a About Us page, and I gave it some details. So I asked ChatGPT to create a 500-word About Us page for my e-commerce store, explaining my passion about fashion, that we have 20,000 unique items from over 100 different luxury fashion brands, mentioned a few of them, and then as well that we offer worldwide shipping with DHL and FedEx. This is what it came up with, which is amazing. This hasn't, just a year ago, you would have had to hire a freelancer to do this. Another amazing thing it can do is that it can create an Instagram ad copy by you just simply entering the link to the product of your URL. So now I took it on BrandsGateway, but if you are a drop shipper, you can simply copy paste this link and it will read the description, the title, all the details, and it will create this amazing ad copy for you. And then it also suggests popular hashtags for you to gain traction on. So like I said, it's never been easier. Previously, you would probably have to hire a marketing agency to come up with the copy and so on. You can ask it, what are the steps on creating my first Facebook ad campaign? And it will guide you, okay, step 1, step 2, step 3. A few amazing other things that it can do that I came up with was, I asked it I want to run a giveaway campaign on Instagram to generate leads for my business. What steps do I need to take? And it pretty much creates 10 steps on what you need to think of when you're creating a giveaway campaign. And some of the steps I didn't even think of, to be honest. So it's, the amount of value that you get out of this is priceless. Same thing with email headlines. I asked it to generate 75 characters and 10 email headlines examples. This is for newsletters and so on. Came up with 10 amazing suggestions. Another thing you can do with it is for SEO purposes. I had it create a 500-word blog page about popular summer fashion trends and luxury fashion. And what you can do with this is that you can link specific products. Once you have the content, you can link specific products in that blog post, so that you could actually also rank higher on Google. It does take some time. SEO is a time investment, so it usually takes 5 to 6 months until you start seeing that you can rank higher on Google. And it's not as easy on just copy pasting this and so on. There's a few more other steps, but it eliminates a lot of it for you. You can do research on different type of marketplaces and flash deal websites you can sell on outside of your e-commerce store. So I just suggest 30 flash deal websites in Europe that include fashion. You can do this in US, you can do this in South Africa, Southeast Asia, Australia, whatever. The way it works, one of the great deals some dropshippers do is that they have great partnerships with flash deal websites like Groupon. So let's take Brand Alley as an example. They're in the UK. I personally never heard of them. But the way it works is that you reach out to them, you tell them, okay, this is the type of inventory we have. We would like to run a 14-day campaign with it. And you let us know, okay, we're running a campaign on Kevin Klein t-shirts in these 7 models in the various sizes. we will reserve the stock for you. And after the campaign is done, you place the order with us. But try to reach out to these flash deal websites. They generate really amazing revenue for many of our dropship partners. And there's thousands of them around the world. So this is just one example that I'm showing you. I don't even know if they, let's see, if we take, I don't think they have any Dolce & Gabbana, or? No, they actually, no, they don't. They do have some Kate Spade, which is good. Some good, oh, we used to have this wallet, and I think the BrandsGateway price was in pounds, 185 pounds was the BrandsGateway price. So there's really good margins there as well. We do have some Gucci now on BrandsGateway. But there is a little bit that about how you can utilize ChatGPT for your business. So the big question is, how do you get started with us here? Yeah, Louis, I'm going to go through the shipping and everything here shortly. So I'm going to show you now how you can install the app and what the following steps are. Oh, sorry, I'll keep switching back and forth between the screen sharing. So this, I just created a Shopify account today. So this is a trial account. But what you simply do is that you search for the BrandsGateway app here. Okay. What's going on here? Let me see. Ah, there we go. And then here you find it. Here's another video of me that explains a little bit more and, you know, just overall explanation. But what you do is that you click on the Add App. Click on Install App. It's a little bit annoying. Okay, so these are the two packages that we have. We have the monthly package and the annual package. You get the same value for both packages. It's just that the longer you decide to work with us, the bigger the discount we offer. Now, the good news is for everyone in this webinar is that we are offering a 20% discount on both packages. The coupon code will be sent to you afterwards, and there's going to be a little pop-up button, but you will have access to it shortly after. And now the new price will be, yeah, that you get a 20% discount. So instead of $295, it's $236 a month. And the yearly plan went from $1695 down to $1356. But I really want to point something out that for the annual package, we're planning on increasing it to $1,990, starting from the, what was it, 16th of July. So the annual package is actually going to increase in the middle of July. So now this is really the perfect time to sign up for the best value for the annual package. And like I said, you get access to everything, 20,000 products valued at retail values around 100 million. So it is a pretty small investment considering the amount of inventory that you receive for your business and the automation and everything around it. But let's just activate for the monthly now. After that, you click on approve. On this stage, you either need to add your credit card information, or at that stage, or if you already added it on your Shopify account, you don't need to do that. So this email. So here it's important that you use the same email that is connected to your BrandsGateway account. Otherwise, the order automation won't work. But for now, I'll just write something like this. So now it's validating the API or the connection to your Shopify store. Here is pretty much the first step on the selection that you need to make, the currency. I will keep, I can do US dollars. Let's see. Language, the pricing rule. I usually suggest that you choose this one because if you add a markup, your selling price could be $356, but with this price rule, it will be $359. So it will round it up to the nearest 9. Also include the brand name to the product name. Include the brand to the product name. So for example, these shoes, what was the product title now for this? So gray leopard NS1 low top sneakers. So if you select this box, it will show in your Shopify store that it's a Dolce & Gabbana gray sneaker, yada, yada. So this is if you want to include the brand name in the product title. So in this case, I will say yes. This is the information if you want to keep synchronized. So for example, if you want to change your product description or product title, you unselect this. The original product title and product description will be imported, but if you want to make any changes from your side, then I have that unselected. Okay, these are all the brands that you can select or unselect. So for example, if you don't want to have Tommy Hilfiger, just unselect it. So for now, I will just select everything. Here are from the various warehouses. If you only want to drop ship from European warehouses, you can select that. I'm currently in Sweden, Jönköping, but most drop shippers, they decide to, just drop ship everything that we have. But in case you didn't want one, you just unselect it. So this is the category mapping. This is where you decide what you want to import, the categories pretty much. And we do have tutorial videos. There's two different ways of importing. It's either through manual collections or automated collections. Automated collections is that you're doing it through Shopify tags. So the simple way is that you add a mapping. I took the liberty to already create a few manual collections from before the webinar. And the way you can decide is that you can either import the entire category. So let's say shoes. And these are brands. These are all the categories that we have on BrandsGateway. So let's do shoes, for example. Where is it? So if you select this way, so if you map shoes, the main category shoes, that means that all the men and women's shoes will be imported. And if you want to be more specific, let's say you only want to do women's shoes, then you can do so that you only select shoes women. That means that all the men's shoes are going to be excluded. And then you can get more specific. If you want to just do sneakers, for example, you don't want to have pumps or loafers and so on. You can just do one mapping to one. So we have shoes, women's sneakers, and that's it. So now if you decide to import all the shoes, you don't need to do the previous two steps, because then all the shoes are going to be imported. This is where you do the margins. So the minimum is 1.5, but like I said, we suggest 1.9. So for example, let's take these pair of shoes again. They're $247. So if it would be 247 times 1.9, you would be selling them on your store for 469. If you decide to do a 2.1 markup, you would sell it for 518. So I will just change it back to, let's do 2.1. We have a special feature that has a fixed shipping value, meaning that you can add the shipping price into the product price so that you technically can offer free shipping. If you're within the EU, we suggest 25. This is in dollars now. So if you're in the EU, I would say $25. Outside of the EU, 35. So that means that if it would be let's see what markup did I have here, 2.1. Okay. So that means it would be 518 plus $35. So you would sell it for $553. And that's including the shipping price. So that way you can offer free shipping to your customers. So that's what that feature does. So let's delete these two, because now I'm going to be importing all the shoes. And let's add another mapping. I created men clothing. So if you want all the men clothing, you simply just select here. So that will exclude all the women clothing just for that specific category mapping. You can do another one where it's, okay, now I don't have women's clothing here, but you can do it as well as like this, if you like. Let's say this was called women's clothing. And then you can add a different markup. You can do it for 25 instead, and so on and so on. So you have the flexibility. You can always go back and change this. Let's start the import. And now the import is starting. So you can go to your dashboard here, and you will see that the products are being created. Usually when you import everything, I would say it takes around 9 to 10 hours to finish the entire importing. And we suggest that you do all the collections and so on after the import is done. So now it's just counting up. So unfortunately, you're not going to see any products here just yet, but you simply access the app here. And you can bookmark it so that it's always easy accessible here. But yeah, you see that these numbers are going up. Maybe towards the end of the Q&A, I can share my screen again, and most likely there's been some products that have been imported there. And if you have any questions, by the way, if you have any issues after you have signed up and you find it difficult, book a call with us. We're happy to guide you step by step. But we also have tutorial videos that will guide you through it. So yeah. Monica, do you want to share the? Okay. Okay. So we do have a unique partnership with a Shopify agency called Lemon.dev. I really wanted to show this. So for anyone that has issues with creating their own Shopify store, maybe because for technical reasons or maybe time restraint that you just don't have time to build everything for you, we have a amazing partnership with, let's see, I'll write the link here. Hope that everyone can see this. Let me just share the screen again, just to show you what's included. So first of all, you can read more about it under BrandsGateway. So you click on brandsgateway.com. Under dropshippers, you have the turnkey Shopify solution. What makes them unique is that they have created specific features for our type of inventory. For example, they have they do automatic category creation for you. They create the pages for you, the menus. They make sure that everything is fast browsing. As well as that they have adjusted all the pictures so that they're all in the same size. So in your Shopify store, or they're not dimensioned in different sizes. Here are some few stores that they have created. You can also book a call with Daniel. So if you'd like to have an introduction with him, simply book a call, and he will tell you a little bit more about what it is that is included. This is one of the stores that he has created from, I think, the past 2 weeks. I think he has built around 60, 70 Shopify stores for our dropshippers. Never heard a single complaint about him. And so you can easily have a store like this developed for you, and he'll do all the menus, payment solutions, the footers. He'll do the entire import. I think here's another store that he created. And the good thing was, before the webinar, I was able to convince him to offer also 20% to everyone attending the webinar. So he charges 1,990 euros as a one-time fee. There's no setup costs or monthly cost after this. It's a one-time fee of 1,990. But now with this webinar, Let me just, I can't do the quick math in my head. That's 1592. So you're saving 400 euros, which is like what, $500 on it. And like I said, this is a one-time fee. If you want more information, feel free to book a call with him. Simply go through BrandsGateway and then book a call. And I think you can do it through his website as well. Let me see here. Oh yeah, here in the bottom. So book a call and, you know, jump on a one-on-one call with Daniel and he'll be able to explain a little bit more about it. But like I said, tell him that you attended the webinar and so that you get the 20% discount. Otherwise, if you want to sign up immediately, you can do it through, let me see here, launch your store now. You fill in your details here. And let's see if he has activated the coupon as well. It was June Web 20. Okay, he didn't do it. So I will message him after this so that it's, Monica, this is the coupon code, right? I'm not writing it wrong?
Yeah, that's the one.
That's the one?
Yes.
Okay, I'll message him after this. Maybe he forgot, but I can, everyone in this call and that sees the recording afterwards, you'll get a 20% discount on it because that's what we agreed on there. Let's see, where is the presentation? Yep, let's see it now. Okay, there's the coupon code that I explained that. So you get 20% off the monthly package and the yearly package. But the yearly package, like I said, on the 16th or 17th of July, it's going to increase to $19.90. So now it's really the best time to sign up because it was around what, 1,256. Okay, perfect. Thank you, Monica. There's a pop-up there where it will send you to the landing page of the offer. Everyone hear me again because it just popped out here. Oh, good. Okay, so let me see if my camera. Why isn't my camera going on? Monica, can you try with your camera? Is it turned off or off? Yeah, this.
Finishing.
I'm having some technical issues here.
Yeah, Mike is reconnecting. Please let us know in the chat. What is your primary obstacle that helps you, like that stops you from launching your online business? Whatever it is that stops you, please put it in.
Yeah, I want to get to get I wanted to get well, we want to get a better understanding what it is that is actually stopping you from creating your online business. Is it time? Is it budgeting? Is it technology experience? We just want to get a better understanding so that we can maybe get an overview of it and then hopefully offer additional services. So it's a short little survey for our purpose. So yeah, let's start with the Q&A. Okay, let's see. Can everyone can still hear me, right? Because someone is saying that no sound. Okay, perfect. Okay, so I'm going all the way up here. Jesus. Okay, 190 messages. Okay, answer live here. If we drop ship on Amazon, it needs to have our brand's label. Can you place our brand sticker on the box if we provide them? I'm guessing you're referring to custom packaging, and it's nothing that we are currently offering, just because the amount of work and space that it will take through our warehouse partners. Because imagine now, if we have, let's say 100 drop shippers and 50 of them are sending their custom packaging to us, it would take too much space. The way we do ship products is pretty straightforward. So we use, for example, these FedEx boxes here, or whether it's from DHL. And on the shipping label, now no one can see it here. On the shipping label, it would say your company's website's name on it. So it's not going to say BrandsGateway on the shipping label. It will say your company's website on it. And we don't include any paperwork inside. But this is pretty much how your customer will receive the goods. Okay. Let's see the next question. Where do you? Okay, so where do you get your products from? So it's from various sources, but either directly from the brands or third-party suppliers. For example, we take Versace. That's directly from the brands through a third party, and those are current season. So the latest Versace that are soon going to be uploaded on the website, those are all current season, and you'll see the discount difference as well. When it's current season, it's around 50% from retail. And then when it's past season merchandise, for example, Dolce & Gabbana or Prada, you will notice that it's 70, 75, up to 80% off from retail, which leaves you quite a lot of high profit margins. Well, we did notice, especially in today's economy climate, more people looking for discounted goods. And the 2% that want to have the latest collections and so on, they go straight to the retail stores. But it's really booming when it comes to the discounted outlet market. Let me see here. Monica, do you see that pop-up question here that I'm clicking on?
Yeah.
Like it pops up so that everyone can read it. How about the packaging? Doesn't it come with original? Maybe you missed that part, but yes, it does come. So these are the shoes, for example. It comes, let me close it here. So this is how your customers would receive it. And then it includes the dust bag, original tags, and so on. If it's, let me take one of these pieces here. This is, it comes with the original hangers, as you can see. I don't know. Yeah, so it comes with the original hangers, whether it's clothing, and then the plastic covers, tags, and everything. Okay. Oh, many questions. Okay. Sorry if I'm going to miss a few questions here. So, but feel free to email us on support@BrandsGateway, and we'll go through them. If I use Shopify, do I still need to use, let me see. If I use Shopify, do I still need to use lemon.dev? No, you don't. So what the agency does is that they build the Shopify store for you. So you can totally build your own Shopify store. And it's pretty easy. You can either buy a template from Shopify, or you can use their free templates. It's just that you need to sign up for our dropshipping service through our own Shopify app, the BrandsGateway app. But you don't need to sign up for lemon.dev. It's just that if you want to have a nice converting design Shopify store, you can outsource it or hire lemon.dev to do it. But of course, you can do it yourself. What's the max delivery time to drop ship from EU to US? I think from our latest data, it was 4.8 days across, whether it's from the East Coast to the West Coast. So I would say 5 days. There's some times when if it's, Miami, if it's the major cities, Los Angeles, Phoenix, New York, and so on, 3 to 4 days. how does it work and how do we process orders if selling on Amazon? So the way it works that if you're planning on selling on various marketplaces without the Shopify plugin, you'll need to use our CSV file to do so. And you can either import the CSV file directly on Amazon. You might have to adjust the formation of it. But the way it works is that you get an order on Amazon, you go on BrandsGateway.com, you search for the product SKU and it will show up. And then you select the size and then you just proceed with the checkout. But what's most important is that you enter the correct shipping details to your customer, because the order automation doesn't work from Amazon. So yeah, there's a little bit, another 90 seconds of manual work there. Oof. Would it be necessary for me to have any budget besides the monthly fee billed annually if I started my own shop website and started offering products on social media organically? So Shopify does charge. So that's one fee that you need to consider. So that's $29 a month, I believe. I think they have a campaign now for 3 months. It's $1, something like that. But otherwise at Shopify, you can grow your business organically through hashtags and hoping that the videos go somewhat viral. Maybe it has 5,000, 10,000. I know that some of the videos on BrandsGateway, without us adding any promotion on it, we got 12,000 views. So it is possible, but of course it accelerates your business if you have a budget of $20, $30 a day. What about the pictures? Can we change the product pictures and edit them for our website? You're freely to do so. You can you can photo edit the pictures as you like, hire a freelance designer if you want to create your own banners and so on. So that's not a problem. Is it necessary to open a LLC before signing up with you as a dropshipper? That is totally fine. We don't require you to have a company before signing up. There's a lot of country around Europe as well that they don't require you to register a company until you have reached a certain selling point. I think, don't hold me to it. Everyone do your research online. I think in the UK, for example, it's £3,000. So you're allowed to sell goods for £3,000 a year before having to register a company. And I think it's like that in many countries. But for us, anyway, to work with us, we do not require you to open up a company whatsoever beforehand. Wow. I'm getting lost in all these questions. How often do you push new marketing materials? Are they up-to-date collections? So the marketing materials, the images, we are doing every 2 weeks. The videos, they do take a little bit longer. We are working, this is the interesting thing, we are working on a with a production company that will create and offer custom UGC videos for you. So I would say in a few months from now, maybe 2-3 months from now, you're going to be able to order a video of, for example, Monica doing an unboxing video saying that, hey, I just bought this at michaelfashion.com. It got delivered in 2 days, and so on and so on. So this is actually we're currently working on that as well. Okay, this is a good question. I actually don't think we tackled this. What happens if returns of customers is not satisfied? So that's a good question. I actually totally forgot to mention this during the presentation. We offer 14 days returns from the day that the customer receives the item. So if they receive it on the 1st of June, you have until the 15th of June to notify us that it's being returned. And the way the process around that is that you contact us on either live chat, WhatsApp, or email. And you simply tell us, okay, here's the order number, there's the SKUs, and then we will tell you, okay, to which warehouse it needs to be shipped to. You can also buy return labels from us. And the return process will be automated shortly. I think towards August, that you can request or apply for a return through your BrandsGateway account. But like I said, we offer 14 days returns from the day that your customer receives the item. So which is also a very luxury service that we provide, because not a lot of platforms actually offer that. Okay. Yes, you can. How can we? Hello, can we sell on Shopify and Amazon on the same time? 100% possible. There's dropshippers that are selling on 3-4 marketplaces and on Shopify at the same time. It's all about how much time you wanna dedicate on this. We have dropshippers that are doing this as a side income. They have a 9-to-5 job. They make anywhere additionally 5,000 to 10,000 a month, and they're very happy with that, to make some side income. And then we have dropshippers that are fully dedicated to it, that are making anywhere from low 5 figures to good 6 figures a month. We have a dropshipper that has I think they have 5 or 6 employees now, because they're making I would say low 6 figures a month, 150 to 200 a month. So it really depends what your goal is, on how many channels you want to sell on. But my advice is take it slow, so you don't overwhelm yourself. I'm sorry, but I just want to confirm all your products are 100% authentic. Yes, 100% authentic, everything that we offer. Do you provide shipping to South Korea? Yes, we ship everything with DHL and FedEx. Delivery time to South Korea, I would say around 5 days, 5 to 6 days. Let's see, let's go back. Answer live here. On Shopify, when you have products on the site, is it possible to take away the before price? If you're referring to the retail price, I'm not sure what you mean with the before price, Roy. But this is all about a theme. Okay. Okay. So I guess that you're referring to the retail price. So you only want the sell price and not the retail price. That's a template thing. So what you can do is simply go inside the Shopify template or Shopify theme. Same thing with WooCommerce. Go inside the source code and just have that removed on the template. It's a little bit technical, but yes, it is possible. Do you? Okay, let me see. Do you deliver to Dubai and Abu Dhabi? Yes, we do. We actually do ship quite well to Dubai every week. Like I said, delivery time 5-6 days to Dubai. I just want to clarify to everyone here, because a lot of people are asking, do you ship here, to Canada, to Dubai, to Kenya? We ship worldwide. There are certain countries that we currently that it's not possible to ship to. Obviously, there are some obvious countries, North Korea. The situation in Ukraine currently, we can't ship to. Russia as well, it's completely blocked. But the majority around the world, it is possible to ship to. This webinar is recorded, so you will get a link. Monica, right after this webinar, everyone will get a link to it.
You will receive more
Kenya,
as soon as the recording is processed. So I'll send it to you guys.
Okay. Let's see. Let's mark this one. I really need to have myself set with everything before subscribing and opening. So you don't need to have a completely finished Shopify store to sign up to our service. We do actually suggest that don't complete the store like 100%. Create a Shopify store, create the collections, and so on. You can create the footers, do the About Us page, all of that before. But I have the products imported so that you can adjust your theme or design based on your likings. Because if you create a theme with a bunch of test products and then you add our inventory, you might not feel the same. So that's my suggestion around that. Okay, what channel would you advise selling on first? So with dropshipping, most individuals think about eBay and Amazon immediately. What has proven really good for a lot of dropshippers is that they reach out or they do research on startup marketplaces. So there's a lot of fashion marketplaces that everyone in this webinar hasn't even heard of. They might not have the same amount of 700 million visitors as eBay has a month. They might have 2 million, 3 million, 5 million. But what you can do is that you can own that market with that inventory. So if you target a marketplace that has 3 to 5 million visitors a month, it's still extremely good, because you're coming in with so much value to them with these brands, is that they're going to actually promote your listings on social media as well, because not a lot of startup marketplaces have the inventory that you'll be able to resell. So to take that as a advantage point as well, to when reaching out to these marketplace startups, is that they will appreciate you more than the ones that are already very well established. Monica, you're answering some questions here too, right? I'm seeing that you're
some of that are very
text.
specific and are not for the broad audience.
Here, can I open my own website and integrate BrandsGateway API into it? We do offer REST API. I wouldn't really 100% suggest it, because it's a lot of work. Go the easy route, do WooCommerce or Shopify, because building on top with our REST API, you need experienced developers that will cost you quite a lot. And it does take, I would say, if he's a very experienced developer, it takes him at least a week or two. And there's always going to be issues with updates from your end and so on. So my suggestion, WooCommerce or Shopify. WooCommerce, you have to deal with your own hosting and other plugins. So if you really don't want to deal with any technical things, my suggestion is Shopify. Is the BrandsGateway plugin available for WooCommerce? Yes, it is. You have that go inside brandsgateway.com, click on the pricing page, select WooCommerce, use the coupon code in the BrandsGateway checkout in that case. So the coupon code can be used both on the Shopify app store and on the BrandsGateway website if you're choosing Ship for Shop or BrandsGateway. If you're using Wix, you can use it by the Wix app store. Does the consumer get the tracking number? Yes. Let me just, does consumer and seller get the shipping tracking? Yes. So you always get the tracking number by email from FedEx, but it's a 13-digit number, and you can track everything online. So it's not like by the postal service where it's not trackable. So everything is trackable online. I went through the return process already, but I'll just highlight this. 14 days returns from the day that your customer receives the package. Jesus Christ. Are there more people answering here? Okay, this is a good question. Do you offer translation services for product? We don't offer that service as of yet, but we are looking into so two things. We're planning on integrating to ChatGPT so that it creates unique product titles, product descriptions. Once it does that, we will be able to translate it to various languages. So it is on our roadmap, but realistically speaking, I think towards quarter 4 of this year, we're going to be able to start offering a few other languages. Do you offer restocking? No. Do you charge a restocking fee? No. I'm not sure what you mean with the restocking, but if you're referring to items being shipped back to us, we don't charge any fees for that. Deborah, no, not for returns. We don't, or restocking fees in general, we don't offer. Though what we do charge though, so let me stand corrected here. So that, for example, if we ship out a package and your customer declines the package for some reason, or they're not at home, because FedEx and DHL usually try to deliver it 3 times, and then they hold it in the FedEx or DHL, how should I call this, sorting facility, or at the nearest FedEx or DHL office for your customer to pick it up. And it stays there for, I think, 7 days. So if your customer hasn't been reachable 3 times and they haven't picked up the package for 7 days and is then shipped back to us because of it, we do charge a fee of that. I think it's 45 euros because of the unclaimed package of it. But we do reach out to you and tell you, like, hey, this customer is really not unreachable. Can you please give them a call or email them, telling them, hey, DHL is trying to deliver the package. So can I place an order for personal use without the subscription? Yes and no. You can't just choose you can't just buy one pair of sneakers. If you're not a dropshipper with us, every order needs to be at least 1,000 euros, or which is equal to $1,100 or $1,200. We are a strictly B2B company. We don't sell directly to private consumers. But if you don't, if you want to buy inventory but without this subscription, what I'm referring to is like purchasing in bulk or wholesale. The minimum order requirement is 1,000.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, this is. Say that again?
I just put in a question.
Okay, is that you? Okay. Can I choose individual items to import to my store? You do it through category mappings. I think I don't know if you were part of this, that part of the webinar, but you do it based on brands and category mapping. So you can choose the brands and the categories, and then it will import to your WooCommerce, Shopify, Wix store. But if you see certain products that you don't want in your store, just unpublish them in your own store. So if you see, I don't know, a Kevin Klein t-shirt that you really don't want to have on your store, you can simply unpublish it in your Shopify store instead. We figured when we were developing the plugin, making you, our partners, browse and select 20,000 products manually, that's impossible. So we decided, like, okay, let's do it based on brands and categories. And if you want to unpublish certain items, you can do it from your own store. Yes, we do. Can you add the link there, Monica? So we recently started a partnership similar to Lemon.dev that focuses on Shopify store. We did a partnership with a company called Ads 360. They offer 3 different packages, one for Google Ads and Google Shopping, so Google Merchant, one for Instagram and Facebook, and one that is combined with both. We're actually going to be doing a webinar with them next month, I believe. We're going to have a meeting with them on Monday. So the next webinar we're going to be launching is purely specifically about marketing, and a little bit about BrandsGateway, obviously, as well. But we're going to be doing a webinar with them that they will go through, the best tactics of setting up your first campaigns and what you need to think about and so on. Here's a question: how do I prove to my customer the authenticity of the product? So the best way to gain trust from your visitors is about the details that you put onto your website. Meaning that I would say 30-something% of dropshippers don't add a contact us page. If you don't have a contact us page, your visitors are not gonna trust you. So having a contact us page with your email, operating hours, if possible, add a WhatsApp number. Just get another SIM card, add a WhatsApp. Most people like to have this one-on-one communication now, especially for high-ticket items. But having a simple contact us page makes a massive difference. Having a about us page also, because people like to know, they like to read about your story. Why did you start this company? Make it, why did you get into the luxury fashion business? What is, is it because you love it? Is it that you wanted to create and offer discounted goods for your audience? So having a About Us page and making it personal gains so much trust. Having, clear return policies, terms and conditions, everything on the bottom of your page. All of these things really matter when it comes to gaining trust to your users. So, yeah. I think those are all.
Yeah, there's one more that maybe we can answer because probably.
Please. There's still a few more, but I don't think we can stay here another hour.
Yeah, but maybe we can answer like what's the next step after signing up with us.
Okay, perfect. That's a good answer. So after this webinar, you will obviously get a recording, but after this, take the opportunity to use the 20% coupon code. So go to the Shopify App Store. If you're using Shopify, go to the Shopify App Store. Let me just share my screen again here so that I can just share with it. So after this, you can simply go inside BrandsGateway.com. You click on For Dropshippers. You go to the pricing plan. And if you're using Shopify, click here. And then now doing the demonstration, I showed you how you can use the coupon code, but you use it when you're installing the app. And if you decide to use WooCommerce, you simply select WooCommerce here. Let's say you get the yearly, you decide to go for the yearly plan. And then you can add the coupon code here. June Web 20, I believe. And there you go. There you got the 20% discount on it. So that's pretty much what you need to do. So after you have done that, if you do decide to do it on WooCommerce, you can simply go inside through your BrandsGateway account and then download the WooCommerce plugin, and we will email it to you as well. So here's the WooCommerce plugin. There's tutorial videos, by the way, everything here inside the Shopify store, Shopify app as well. If you decide to do it through Shopify, you, like I said, you click here, pricing plan, and then you simply install the app and you choose the monthly or yearly plan. I think what's okay when the product reaches the customer. Okay, let me ask this because there's a few that are asking about customs. So customs is within Europe, there's no custom charges, number one. So whether we ship it from Sweden to Germany, Netherlands, Denmark, there's no custom charges. From all the warehouses that we're connected to, if they're being shipped within EU, there's no custom charges. Now, if you would ship to the US, there are custom charges on orders that are declared above $800. Anything under $800, there's no custom charges. And it's usually that your customer would be paying for those custom charges. But we ship 60% of our orders to the US, and there's barely ever any custom charges on it. So though I wouldn't be, I think that's the least amount of worries that you should have. Okay. For the monthly price, can you use more channels, or is it just for, this is per integration. So the price is for one Shopify store, and then you can connect or you can sell through various marketplaces. So you can sell through 3 marketplaces if you want. We don't have a limit on the channels. It's limited per integration. So if you decide to have 2 Shopify stores or 1 Shopify and 1 WooCommerce, then you would have to have 2 subscriptions. I think I already answered this, but what's the difference in the plans? There is no difference in value of what you receive in the plans. It's just that the longer you decide to work with us, the bigger discount we offer. You get the same value on the monthly versus the yearly, just that if you decide to work with us for 12 months, you get the larger discount. And you can upgrade at any time, by the way. Oh. Luis, can the coupon be used if I already have a monthly account but want to go yearly? Yes, but then you would have to unsubscribe. I'm guessing Luis, are you using Shopify or WooCommerce? I don't know if you're still here, but if you want to answer really quick. Shopify. So in that case, you need to, inside the BrandsGateway app, there's a tab called subscription. Go inside there, cancel the monthly, and then you can sign up or you can reactivate it with adding the coupon code and just selecting the yearly in that case. So I hope that answered your question. Cool, thanks. Okay. What? Okay. Here's another good question. I think I understand it correctly. Why don't you think about an all-in-one solution, a Shopify system, maybe with 3 or 4? To be honest, Nick, I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. It's just, we know what we're good at, sourcing and distribution, and automation. We're not a web agency. We're not a marketing agency, but we believe in partnering up with vetted companies. So Daniel from Lemon.dev, for example, he has worked with BrandsGateway previously. He has done some, freelance work with us. So I can personally vouch for him, and I've never heard anything bad. But we believe in outsourcing what we're not very strong in. Otherwise, we would have to drop the quality of our service somewhere. So our main focus is sourcing and distribution, giving you the inventory so that you can run a very successful business, which many of our dropshippers are doing right now. So that's pretty much it. We're not a web agency or web marketing agency. How do we get to the webinar? How do we get on that webinar for marketing? We will announce it. You'll get an email. There's going to be a homepage banner and so on. I think that's all. There's around 100 more questions to go through, but we can stay here another hour. If there's anything that any other questions, feel free to message us on support.com. Can we get that slider up again where it says in the very end? So you can reach us out through support at brandsgateway.com. We have our WhatsApp number there as well, and live chat. If you feel that you need still more, if you still have more questions, you can book a one-on-one call with us as well. You do that through BrandsGateway, but if you have any other questions, please feel free to reach out. I apologize if I missed any questions. Like I said, we've been going now for an hour, 23 minutes. But if there's anything, just reach out to us. We're happy to help. So I want to say thank you to Monica. Thank you for helping hosting this webinar. I appreciate it.
You're welcome, Mike. Thanks everybody for joining. We've had quite a lot of people here, so thanks for staying until the end.
Okay, yeah, I appreciate that. Nick, just to answer, ich kann auch Deutsch reden. So, because he was asking if anyone speaks German, ich kann auch Deutsch reden. So, yeah, thank you, everyone. Have a great, tomorrow is a Swedish holiday called Midsummer. So have a great long weekend, everyone. Well, I'm going to have it anyway. And yeah, looking forward to working with everyone here. Thank you.
You guys have the offer here in the corner, but I'm going to send you an email in a few minutes. And then tomorrow you're going to get the recording as well. So yeah, look for the inbox.
Thank you. And the coupon code is going to be in the email, right?
Email, so you guys can copy paste it.
Perfect. Thank you. Ciao, ciao.